The Nintendo Switch has had a fantastic first 6 months. It's still trying to round out its library, so in this video, we're going to be taking a look at 12 games that would be a perfect fit on the Nintendo Switch. That includes already released games as well as a couple of upcoming titles. Let's get right into this. NieR Automata. NieR Automata was one of the best PlayStation 4 games of this year, and rumors have been circulating of Platinum Games bringing the game to Switch. To have this open world action adventure on the go would be great, and a Switch version would be terrific.
These machines are talking.
Yeah, I heard from the Resistance that they've been seeing this a lot lately. Couldn't tell you why, though.
Persona 5. You can make a legit argument that Persona 5 is the best JRPG of all time. It's that good. From storytelling, gameplay, world design, it's all at such a high level, and you have so much content in the game too. It'll keep you busy for a very long time. We're talking north of 100-150 hours. To have it playable on the Nintendo Switch would be awesome.
If you talk to them when they're cornered, they might offer money or items. Holy! Does that mean you can wield multiple personas?
Persona change! Shisa! Go down!
If you pass the baton, you can hit the foe's weaknesses.
Let's go, Captain! Just stay there! Alright, time for some pain!
The Dark Souls trilogy. Dark Souls has been one of the most iconic gaming franchises of the last decade. From Software took the gaming world by storm with this series with the addictive gameplay and replayability. The series never hit a Nintendo platform, and it's about time that changes. Let's get Dark Souls on the Nintendo Switch. Fallout 4. Now this one may cause a bit of skepticism, however Fallout 4 makes a lot of sense to come to the Nintendo Switch at some point. Bethesda has been one of the outside devs to make a big push on the Switch, with Skyrim coming later this year and Wolfenstein 2 also coming to the Switch. Fallout 4 would be the next logical step, pack it in with all of the DLC, and I see gamers being all over that.
From its worst enemy, itself.
So where is it, huh? This institute. How do I get there?
Haven't you been paying attention? You don't find the institute. The institute finds you.
Overwatch. While the Nintendo Switch has its fair share of multiplayer experiences, Mario Kart, Splatoon, etc., Overwatch would be a very nice addition to the Switch's library. It's one of the biggest multiplayer games right now, and logically speaking, the Switch's hardware should be able to run some form of Overwatch no problem.
Y'all had it coming. Yeah, let's pick it up! Oh, let's break it! Damn! Get back!
Play to win! One for my highlight reel. Suiting up.
Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is one of the most iconic franchises of the last 20 years, with Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 on PS2. We've had other games on other platforms, on the DS, 3DS, PSP. I can go on and on and on. We need some form of Kingdom Hearts on the Nintendo Switch. Whether it be the collection that was released on PS4, the 1.5 and 2.5 HD remix, maybe even some point we can get a Switch confirmation of Kingdom Hearts 3. All I know is that some form of Kingdom Hearts has to be on the Switch at some point.
Know this. The heart that is strong and true shall win the Keyblade.
Riku!
Kingdom Hearts, fill me with the power of darkness.
Those creatures that attacked you are after the Keyblade. But it's your heart they really want.
You think you can defeat me, the true darkness?
I know now. Without a doubt, Kingdom Hearts is light.
Crush those atoms!
Final Fantasy. Speaking of iconic Square Enix franchises, of course we need to talk about Final Fantasy as well. While it may be very difficult to get the latest game, Final Fantasy 15, on the Switch hardware, that probably isn't likely, but we can get some other games, whether it be the Pocket Edition of FF15, the Final Fantasy X HD Remaster, Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 7. At some point, Final Fantasy in some form needs to come to the Switch.
See you, slowpoke!
I'm going on ahead!
Dragon Ball FighterZ. Dragon Ball games have had a history on Nintendo platforms, not on the Wii U, but prior to that, Dragon Ball was a big part of the Wii and the GameCube. Dragon Ball FighterZ has a ton of potential from its graphical style and gameplay design, and has the possibility to be one of the best Dragon Ball games ever, so it'd be great to see it on Switch at some point. Grand Theft Auto 5. Rockstar are known for creating some of the best open world games ever. Grand Theft Auto 4 Last Generation, Red Dead Redemption, and of course Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5, even 4 years after release, is still one of the biggest games on the market, and the fact that it did run on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 probably means they can get it running on the Nintendo Switch as well. To have that gigantic open world experience on the Switch to play it at home or on the go, that would be awesome, and Rockstar needs to make it a reality at some point. Crash Bandicoot: The Insane Trilogy. Crash Bandicoot has been a franchise that gamers have wanted to see back for a very long time. While we didn't get a new entry, Crash Bandicoot: The Insane Trilogy did release on PS4 earlier this year, and it compiles the first 3 Crash games with much better visuals. The games look great and they still play great to this day. While it's only available on the PS4 right now, considering it is an Activision-owned property, it can come to the Switch at some point, and let's hope Crash Bandicoot: The Insane Trilogy does come to the Switch. And if a new Crash Bandicoot game is in the pipeline, hopefully that comes to Switch as well. Assassin's Creed: The Ezio Collection. Assassin's Creed is another franchise that hasn't seen many releases on Nintendo platform. We saw Assassin's Creed 3 on the Wii U as well as Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. However, outside of that, we haven't seen many releases, and the Assassin's Creed Ezio trilogy lineup of games have been completely absent from Nintendo platforms, so the collection coming to the Switch would be a great addition to its library. And many consider this trilogy of Assassin's Creed games to be the best in the franchise, so what better way to get Nintendo gamers more into the franchise than with the Ezio trilogy? It makes all the sense in the world.
Unite the assassins
Insieme per la vittoria!
and take back Roma.
If I want, I take! Kill the assassin! I intend to write a book about you one day.
If you do, Machiavelli, make it short.
Welcome to Constantine, Ezio. Fight with me. And show him what it means to cross the assassins.
And finally, Danganronpa. Visual novels have yet to find their footing over here in the West. Over in Japan, it's one of the bigger genre of games, but in the West, there's not many visual novels that get gamers up and excited. However, Danganronpa has been one franchise that has been making waves over here in the West. By no means is it a colossal juggernaut, however, these games offer exciting stories, great character development, and it's filled with twists and turns, plot twists, everything that you can imagine. The Danganronpa games will take you for one crazy ride. And I would imagine that gamers want the Switch to be as versatile of a platform as possible, and bringing a great visual novel franchise over to the Switch would only add to the depth of its library. Whether it be the first two games or the brand new Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony, hopefully at some point we do see these games on the Nintendo Switch.
I haven't been in a trial in like forever.
I've had enough of your lies, man!
Everyone's life is at stake.
What do they want with us?
You're a terrible person!
This is bad. We need to get out of here.
Wait!
Come on! Let me at the hook already.
Why you look so nervous?
Why don't you just admit it already?
Everyone stop! We gotta work together to find the mastermind. Then we can end this.
So that wraps up 12 games that would be awesome on the Nintendo Switch. What do you think? Which games do you want to see come over to Nintendo's platform? The library is still building up and developers are eventually going to come around to it as the user base increases, so expect a lot of these to eventually come to the Switch. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching and goodbye.